100 men versus one gorilla? This is a question that has been sparking heated debate in social media recently. As a curious Stonesharder, this leads me to wonder, in the world of Aldor, could 100 goons take down the legendary ancient troll? This hulking brute is a menace to the novice mercenary with its towering HP bar and crippling swipes. However, the situation becomes completely different when you factor in the sheer number of goons in this hypothetical scenario. What do you think? Would the ancient troll prove too tough to handle? Or will the pure tenacity of 100 goons overcome this titan? Let's find out. In this hypothetical scenario, we will be returning to the signal tower, where our pregnant mercenary previously vanquished this mighty creature. As you can see, the soldiers of Manshire have resumed their post at this location, and they appear to be returning to normalcy. They have buried the corpses of their fallen brothers, and paid their respects to the losses this ancient troll incurred. Had the governor only forgotten his pride and asked for help from the magistrate sooner, their lives may not have been forfeit. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. 100 goons versus one ancient troll. It appears in this hypothetical scenario, another ancient troll set its sights on Manshire's people, looking to satiate its ravenous appetite. However, this time the governor will have access to 100 goon volunteers seeking to clear their names of their past misdeeds. They have banded together to take down this gargantuan monster. Here is the breakdown of how I think this fight will go down. The ancient troll has a number of abilities. When enemies are further away than 2 tiles, it will attempt to throw a boulder first, then use the deafening roar ability for ranged damage. This is seemingly good. However, he should be quickly overwhelmed by the sheer number of goons. At some point, very early in the fight, he will be surrounded and be forced to fight with his melee abilities, Claw Swipe and Shockwave. Of these two, the troll will prioritize the latter, Shockwave, for a medium-sized AoE that could potentially devastate multiple goons in one turn. Otherwise, he will be forced to claw swipe the goons nearest him at all times as the goons unceasingly pummel the troll. My prediction? I think the goons will win 100%. The ancient troll may have a lot of armor and a whopping 1600 HP, but he can only kill so many goons before he gets ganked. I'm going to give the goons 5 big shards to 1 small shard winning odds against the ancient troll. Of course, this is only my own humble prediction, and you are free to take a guess who will come out on top. Perhaps we will see a Dragon Ball type scenario, where the final fighters from Universe 7 took on the big and mighty Jiren, and it could have turned out either way. In any case, I think it's about time we started this little arena fight. But first things first, I need to ensure the arena is ready. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get started. I am using Blackwood's chat mod, which enables the console so I can start spawning in these bad boys. First off, we will spawn the ancient troll. We are going to place the ancient troll right about where he normally spawns, which is around here. Secondly, we need to spawn in the brave goons. I will spawn them in incrementally around the troll in about waves of 7 to 8 goons, because if I were to spawn them in all at once, they would very quickly lose the will to fight, as they see their allies fall in combat, and that is not fun. Without further ado, let the carnage begin. we have the results of our little experiment. As expected, the goons were too much for one ancient troll to handle. I would expect very much the same result in the real-life counterpart of 100 humans versus 1 gorilla. To defeat the troll, we only needed to deploy 83 goons, of which 3 managed to live the tale. This was very fun for me to set up and create, and I hope you all enjoyed watching this scenario. Hopefully you place your bets on the winning side.